fast. It's nighttime. The upside is that he only has Midas and brown boots as well as that wand. So very, very squishy, relatively speaking. I mean, he's a Night Stalker, so it's not that squishy.
So what we're going to go ahead and do is this game is getting so exciting, gentlemen, that I think our best interest is to hand it back off. If you didn't already know, Blaze is currently casting this game with Nahaz, so we shouldn't really be stepping on their toes. Right, gentlemen? Why don't we go ahead and we could step off, and there is another American matchup happening here as Bleak is going to get jumped. He is tracked, and Bleak does go down. You know what? I hear they're casting this match over on Beyond the Summit 2. So if you go to twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit 2, you can catch up the rest of High Council of Wizards and Priests going against the Void Boys, but we are now going to be hopping in to Cloud9 versus Elite Wolves.
Also
That's actually
known as Sector 5.
And that match is right here on Gabe's screen. There it is.
Yay.
Wonderful.
We
So,
found it.
here we go. All right, guys. Take that hat off. Throw in a new one.
Let's do it.
Time to 3 Theory Craft Dota.
Yeah, back to the draft and Elite Wolves. So that is Sector 5, the Peruvian squad.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah, it's that team.
AKA the old not today.
Exactly, the old not today. They just got picked up by a presumably more wealthy sponsor.
Good for them. You know about
Good.
that.
I know about that life, and you know that's any kind of money is a good money. So I understand. Sometimes.
All
they were,
right.
I feel like they're only Sector 5 for like 2 weeks though.
That's usually how it goes. I mean, how long were they Team Dog or whatever, you know?
But I thought, was Sector 5 another organization, or was it just a name? I thought
It was just,
like
I think it was,
another org.
oh, you know what? I don't know now. It might have been a separate org.
Someone's contracts got wrecked.
I don't know, but hey, now they are the Elite Wolves.
Looks like
Gotta say, that's a more badass name than
Is it
Sector
though?
V.
Is it really?
pretty awesome.
I don't like that name.
The Elite Wolves against Cloud9.
So
I think
Tusk-
Cloud9 is the better name, though, the two.
Trying to like go into the draft. I'm
No.
like, reining it all in.
Screw it.
So Tusk,
No.
Tusk.
All right, new draft. Yeah, you're like, like, listen, Gabe, we have a new draft, same heroes. That's all you need to know. I mean, we could put name tags over, and you wouldn't know if this is a high skill MMR pub or if this is the latest trending competitive match. But yeah, Tusk AA Queen of Pain opener for Elite Wolves. Cloud9 get their Dazzle. Their MSS Dark Series been playing it all freaking day, and it looks like they're going to commit in for the Brax Templar Assassin.
Brax,
Cool.
kind of. What do you think about Brax as a player?
He's better.
He's
now.
gotten a lot
He's
better.
a lot better now than. I'm not even saying he wasn't a good player before.
Yeah, he wasn't like.
but he's
awful
making
before. But
big
he
strides
he
now.
makes. I feel like he makes pretty big plays on like a semi-regular basis now.
Yep. We were talking about it a bit before. It was something that like their coach Lumden likes to praise a lot about, is how he's been making big strides with these players like MSS and Brax and being able to.
Okay, MSS was definitely already.
I mean, he was already
insanely
I think
good.
they were both good, but that doesn't mean that they can't learn something
That's
new.
true. Yeah.
You know.
From Lumden.
Sure.
Lots.
I mean, a guy who's Lumen's a capable player, and he gets the luxury of being
I know,
able
I'm
to
just-
watch all
I'm
the
just
games.
flaming.
I'm sure he has some insight.
I'm just flaming as usual.
Oh yeah.
Standards.
All right,
One-
That's
so
okay, the one thing I do
Is
want to say about this
standard-
draft, that's a really late Shadow Fiend.
That's true.
Very
they were able to
late.
get through there. And the thing about it's a little bit scary. I guess Tusk in the offlane position, they're probably going to need to pick up another defensive support here. I would
The support
imagine.
basically, I feel like, has to have a stun, a strong stun.
are we
Otherwise,
sure
they're gonna
it's
get
an
ran over.
offlane Tusk?
Well, I feel like Shadow Fiend needs that little bit of help
Yeah.
against a TA there in the mid lane probably. And so something like an Earthshaker,
Yeah.
that probably seems to be the next pick there, and might see that banned out by Cloud9 actually. But the Shadow Fiend late can cause a little bit of a trouble, unless it's a Shadow Fiend in the safe lane, although I feel like we never ever see that.
Not as
This
much
Electric
recently.
Wolves does, or what? God, Elite Wolves.
Electric
they do
Wolves?
safe lane co-op like
Okay.
quite a bit. So
Yeah.
this is going to probably be a safe lane co-op.
Lycan with Mjolnir.
Yeah, but does Smash? I guess Smash plays a bit of Shadow Fiend.
Who doesn't play Shadow Fiend if you're a mid player? Like, come on, are you really even worth your salt if you can't play Shadow Fiend?
There's got to be a mid player who doesn't really.
I
play
mean, I'm sure
Shadow
there
Fiend.
are. I'm sure there are. S4.
Yeah, S4 doesn't really play Shadow
Fiend.
Fiend.
All right, whatever. Never mind. I'm wrong. He's a TI winner. My point is irrelevant.
What do you
It's
know?
all good.
Life is hard.
Cloud9 thinking hard here. Ritsu Hero. Something else they need to go for with AM already being taken out, Spectre being taken out.
Sven.
They also
Sven
got
looks
rid of
sick in this
Ember and
draft.
yeah, Sven or Slark maybe.
Played it earlier
oh,
today.
again, the AA coming out early means that Slark isn't as good of an option, and
Yeah.
yeah, maybe
Slark's
this,
definitely not as good against
Sven's
AI.
great. They did it last time when they had the Dark Seer combo with it.
Yep. And they did it against an AA, but he built a Satanic. I don't think he'll do that again this game.
I like the Lion pick here also. The initiation onto Quap is going to be really important later.
Yeah.
And then on top of that also just, you know, I think also the other key thing here, being able to drain Tusk's mana, pretty important, considering he got those nerfs to his Ice Shard's mana cost there. And with the Dazzle, there's not a ton of kill potential in that lane. I guess it depends on who the safe lane carry is as well.
Yeah. They can zone, though. We'll keep them back and prevent Tusk from getting to an
me,
easy
it feels
level
like
3.
This feels like it'd be a pretty good Sven game. I think they might pick it here. Because they have really good protection for him with the Lion and the Dazzle. And they also have the Darkseer to combo with them. So that would be my...
I mean, what other...
I'm making a prediction.
Okay, we heard you.
And okay, so we've changed the rule.
Oh,
So
what's that?
We've changed the rule. You no longer get to take chips out if you get a
So
prediction
what happens
right.
if you get one right?
Everyone else puts them in.
Oh,
What?
Wow.
So there,
Chips
you get.
only
So
go in.
what stops people from just making bold predictions every time if you're not going to lose anything? Oh, I'm making a bold prediction now. Spirit Break, I won.
All right.
Or, you know, whatever.
All right.
You have to lose. Unless they were like, you know what? I don't think it'll be a Sven. I think it will be such and such. And whoever gets it right, the other person has to put a chip in maybe? I don't know.
I think more
Our
chips
system
in
needs
is good.
refinement. But I think chips should go in, not out.
Fair
Because,
enough.
like, we're going to run out in, like, a day and a half. Like, look, LD is casting tonight. My chips are gone. I have 5 left.
Yeah,
6.
you really have just done
I've done a number.
overdone. And plus, Merlini doesn't. It's only him.
Yeah.
Like all the rest of us have 2 people swinging in and out. Well,
No, tomorrow.
Charlie's not going to say anything besides.
Well,
"Fuck this, fuck
we'll
this,
have to
fuck
make
this,
separate
fuck
rules for Charlie. It'll be things like
Yeah, no
go kill
cursing.
yourself.
this." Yeah,
Things of that nature. You're an idiot.
it's a jug. You were
All right, I
wrong.
lost.
Oh, wow.
GG, boys.
Does that mean you have to put one in?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
We need a better rule set for our Kappa jar. Where's the rule book, Rob?
Good claim.
Clearly
Good
the
bold
most
prediction
important
coming
thing
out.
here too.
Jug going to be snagged up here. I don't mind the jug.
It's okay.
A lot of minus armor.
I don't like Jug as a hero. Ever since that he got picked for like 6 months or whatever, I just never want to see him again.
Yeah, he didn't go to the graveyard like Troll did.
There's a lot of potential.
Taken
here
out to the
for some
dumpster,
kills.
shot him in the head with a shotgun, like never to be played again in competitive Dota.
I like the Blade Fury build that we've seen a couple of times out of Juggernaut, and I feel like it's pretty strong here with Lion. You can sort of combo those together potentially if it's going to be. I think it's probably going to be a Tusk Spirit Breaker maybe, or just Spirit Breaker trying to do pulls until he gets level 2 so he can roam. We'll see.
Yeah, the Blade Fury was buffed up in its damage, correct?
Yes.
Hmm.
155 at level 4, I believe, per second, which is pretty ridiculous.
That's a lot. I wonder if it's enough to convince players to put more into it or not.
It's a tough one. It's a nice sort of response as well because you get the cooldown reduction that happened. I think that changed in 6.84. And so because of that, you sort of have the double incentive to be able to buff that one up because you simultaneously get more damage and you also get the cooldown reduction, which helps a lot. And sort of the untargetability aspect that you have with Juggernaut is really important to the hero being able to stay alive.
Is there a reason why we're paused? No one said anything, right?
Because Ritsu's not here, dude.
Damn it, Ritsu!
He's not picking his hero.
Well, an update from the other game. High Council is pushing mid 22 to 13.
22 to 13.
Doing
High Council.
Pretty well.
All right.
Be on the summit too if you feel like
Be on the
checking that
Summit
one
too
out.
if you want to watch that game in its entirety. But I thought I'd give you a little sideline update since we're just
Old stat tracker.
sitting here ready to get Ritsu. No, switching games is such a hassle with this Dota TV crap. It's just
Maxing and relaxing.
We can make a new game. Do you want to play the Dazzle game? Or something similar? Every time you say Dazzle, you have to say it like Dazzle.
I can't do that. I'm not very good at like voices.
Just do it.
Yeah.
That makes it funnier.
It's Nike,
God
man.
damn it.
Just do it.
Just do it, bro. All right, we're back.
Give it to your peer pressure.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's game number 1 of Cloud9 going against the Elite Wolves, formerly known as Sector V, formerly before that known as Not Today. And, well, you're going to see MSS go to his usual Darkseer off lane like we've seen. SVG is going to be playing your Lion along the bottom. The Brax one, he's going to be playing your Templar Assassin. We got Misaki Ayuzawa, a.k.a. Ritsu. He's going to be playing your Jug. Last but not least, your Dazzle. Played by 1437, aka T-Bin. What's 1437? Isn't something like I love you or whatever? And I love you forever. That's what it is.
Wonderful.
I love you forever too, T-Bin.
Oh. Might be having a little bit of
It's too much for me.
potential to catch somebody off to the side here. Dazzle is still hanging out down by the bottom lane. And
Don't you encourage him.
Mystico. He's going to be playing your Spirit Breaker, hanging along the bottom, but look at the commitment here.
Look at the four people just hiding like right next to the trees.
I mean, you got Snowball there.
Walk over.
You end up spotting out Dazzle. You get a chance to go.
We're going to sound like we're having a stroke through the cast.
Terrible.
If you manage to do that in the middle of a team fight,
Yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
what I'll
man.
do, but
If he pulls off some like crazy double kill,
Oh,
you
yeah.
better believe I'll scream it.
Have you ever? Okay, I'm brief tangent. I'll wait till after this rune fight's over.
Oh, Van thinks about going in.
Yeah.
Decides to 180. I don't
Well,
like that.
that was the shortest rune fight ever. But have you ever seen the League?
The League? A little
Yeah.
bit of it. I
You
know
when
of
they're
the
like
show.
Shiva.
No.
Okay, damn it.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, that was what I was imagining with the dazzle.
It's like deep and guttural, though, so it's hard to scream.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's true.
That's just, you need practice then.
okay. Sounds good. Get good. Oh, no. Damn it.
Yep.
Ah,
Into
chip.
the jar.
Yeah.
Into the jar.
Get danked.
I almost did it again. Jeez.
Well, MSS is hiding in the trees up here top. He should. I mean, this lane should just be fine for him. Like,
Yeah.
The good thing is for the safe lane Quap in this situation is, not a melee hero, so
Yeah, you don't have to worry about Iron Shell.
Iron Shell is much less of an issue.
And MSS doesn't have to worry about ways to stop his surge. Once he gets the surge, then yeah, he's very comfortable. It's not like he can Ice Vortex.
He's gonna
it
get a
down.
ton out of this lane for sure.
Definitely. Bottom lane, there's definitely a potential for some kills. I feel like Spearbreaker's going to want to leave this lane at some point.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or maybe they try and charge in. I don't know. The
You
thing is,
cannot charge in against this.
Spearbreaker brought a lot of regen is the only reason I'm confused. Why? Because if you're charging around a lot, I feel like you want to go back to base occasionally, or is it so that he doesn't have to, I guess?
I mean, I can't imagine that you want to charge in on this lane. There's a Lion who has Hex. The carry has a built-in BKB at level 1.
Yeah.
And then you also have Grave and the whatever Shadow Wave.
Yeah.
I've forgotten a lot of ability names in the last.
You really have
couple
fallen
months,
off. Yeah.
Dude. It's been a while.
Really
Forgive
just-
me.
yeah.
The physical wave, Shadow Wave.
Physical wave. I like that. That's great. It is kind of an interesting little ability in that it sort of
That
looks
is
like
physical,
a magic
yeah, that has physical
projectile.
damage. Yeah. That's why I just think of it as the physical wave.
Physical wave.
Sounds like a dance move.
Gerg, show us the physical wave. Hey guys.
Physical wave.
Nicely done.
I think that was in the
No.
video. No. not.
Still a lot of static farming going on here. Brax is doing pretty bad actually in mid. I think this is a matchup which is overstated how tilted it is in favor of the TA. So a lot of people think this is like a really good TA matchup. But if you like aggro the creeps correctly and you get them to hit his refraction just a couple times, you have
Yeah.
such a long attack range. You can usually, do. This is the big problem right here when he's on the hill.
Yeah. Or if your opponent is
Or if
not
you're-
great and
or
gets
if
hit by
they're
side blades
2v1ing.
nonstop or something like that,
Yeah,
you're like, yeah.
gotcha.
He is chewed through most of his regen, all the regen on the side of Brax. SVG is like kind of in the area, assisting a bit. We'll make up some stacks for Brax to fall back on here, but that means that there's less pressure here on the bottom. But I gotta say, for Elite Wolves, if they start getting level 2, level 3, and they're not really able to get much done, then what is the purpose of your aggro lane to begin with?
Yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, on the top lane, MSS is going to have to run all the way back on to the tower at least. He thought about going home, realized that he was just going to be able to pop the salve and then get back into here, but
That value. He pops his mango.
there we go. A little bit of damage. A actually
Ow,
dropping
ow, ow, ow,
slightly
ow, ow,
low.
ow, ow.
I don't think he's
Slows
going
him
to
down. Oh, committed with a surge. Change targets for Van. We'll turn back the other way.
He thought about it.
Yeah, he's gone now. Spearbreaker's still coming. I'm coming.
This actually, oh,
He has surge. He should be okay unless he gets
he
absolutely
pops it
wrecked by
down.
bashes.
Queen of Pain doesn't have any mana either. So yeah, she couldn't have jumped forward and helped out there.
Well, they'll be fine. Step back and away. Let's look back at mid lane here. Queen of Pain.
Oh, Courier.
Oh. Yeah, it's fine. Okay,
Easy there, buddy.
12 and 8 for Brax to Smash's 16 and 11. Now 18 and 11. Pretty big.
Oh my god,
That's a big
the
box of
largest
Chipotle.
box of Chipotle I've ever seen in my life.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that is enormous. Just
Look at this thing.
look at how large
Woo.
this box is.
As big as the desk.
It's actually enormous.
That's actually right next to me. It's
That's
equal to
one
my head.
burrito for Greg.
wow. All right.
That was a nice wow.
I'm leaving.
Pastry
Actually, I'm gonna go
smash.
take a walk.
Oh, jeez.
God damn it. Oh man.
I thought something was going to happen there.
We're getting
but-
near 5 minutes, and yet for
Nothing
a
has
first
happened
blood.
in this game. Fight.
Fight, fight, fight. They can't do it.
Believe.
The opening opportunities are not going to be there.
I mean, the problem is like top. How are they going to kill MSS? They're not going to kill MSS. Bottom, maybe they kill the Tusk if he does something stupid. Like mid, I feel like is the only lane that's there's going to be anything happening in, and there's just nothing happening. This mouse is actually falling apart in my hands.
Uh-oh. That's no bueno.
It's like
Brax
I
is
am.
do-
It's just
Brax is
happening.
doing a pretty good job of sort of keeping him back now. He had a little bit of a rough start, but he's been able to catch back up. That's not something you normally see against the Shadow Fiend. Normally, like, if your lane is going bad, oh, bottom lane,
Yeah.
Snowball coming out. Can he
They
catch a-
spawned on the Stinger, but he was able to snowball, divert the attention elsewhere. No blood to be shed.
But back to my point there, normally you don't end up seeing a hero catch back up versus a Shadow Fiend that effectively, just because of the fact that, oh, jumping forward actually now. Smash is going to drop a little bit low. Gonna be able to hit another strike here?
No.
Thought about it.
Yeah. Couldn't quite get it. We'll have to pull back. But I agree with you, because the Shadow Fiend is the one who's, continues to scale through the laning phase and become even tougher. Brax has been nipping at his heels, catching up. And look at this. Cloud9 on the turn. Looks like they're going to be heading down for the 6-minute rune. Masoku is thinking about coming in from behind, but MSS is also missing from the lane, so does not want to risk getting caught out. It's going to be a bounty rune, which Brax will gladly step off and pick up. And SVG is going to get the rune bottom. So both runes go in the way of Cloud9 here.
That really hurts Smash a lot.
Yeah.
All the way back to base now.
And that bottom aggro lane certainly has not been aggressive. Not enough to get kills or do anything. Ritsu is top in net
I
worth.
can't believe this Spear Breaker is not being more mobile.
He made that charge at top, but that's the most we've seen
Look at
him.
his inventory. He has an Orb on him and 600 gold.
All right, so Juggernaut did take 3 levels in Blade Fury and was just able to clear out that, I think, triple stack on the medium camp off to the side. Now has Omni Slash level 6.
No mana though.
Does have that mango. So much
Oh
value.
yeah, I could pop the mango.
Please pop the mango.
It sounds, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Charge onto Ritsu here. Still
Blade
holds the
Fury.
mango. Snowball follow-up. There's going to be the Blade Fury.
Oh, that's a lot of
Get
damage.
outta
Sonic
though.
Wave. A lot of damage here. He will have the Omni. He's going to go right into it. And that's going to lead to not 1, but 2 kills for Mason.
Oh my, Mason, Ritsu.
Oh, Ritsu.
Ritsu.
I
Yeah.
was thinking of the last game still.
Yeah, I know.
That was a really
That's
solid
what happens when
play.
you switch games in the middle of
I
it.
know, literally in the middle of the game, and we also, Brax, what? Brax just solo killed the Shadow Fiend.
Bold as
Are
brass.
you kidding me?
Bold as Brax.
If only I could see that, but
Uh-oh.
can't. I mean, that's it. I mean, you charge into a couple sports and a hero with Omni Slash, you're gonna get wrecked every time.
I think the Blade Fury was
This is
the big thing
funniest
there.
charge ever. Yeah, the Blade Fury was.
I'm
huge.
here now. And he's
Uh-oh.
got chilling touch damage. Even able to get the grave
Just got
off.
frozen though.
But yeah, the
Now
solidifies
MSS
there.
is diving. This
Surge.
is like a chain reaction. Of
Oh,
Oh,
the
run,
south.
run, run south. Oh, avoids the raise. Steven's good. T-God, T-God, get out of there. Oh, no, I'm a dazzle. Ah. He's dead. MSS secondary surge will get him away from trouble. And what started as a very quiet game up to like, what, 6-7 minutes in? Now it's 3-1 advantage for Cloud9.
He's going to look really, really good. I feel like the Juggernaut is, the fact that he's been able to get this sort of consistent farm throughout the course of this is sitting on 1,100 gold now, going to pick on up that Morbid Mask. He's in a really good position to just continue to farm on out the jungle whenever he wants, and the rest of his team, they don't necessarily need him to fight, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, he's not gonna he probably won't come to fights if he doesn't have Omni Slash.
Right, definitely.
Sort of like Void and Chrono, you just kind of chill until you have Chrono. He has Omni, he'll definitely come. But I mean, Juggernaut gets nerfed and appears to be going for the same build as pre-nerf.
Yeah, I mean, the only difference is you don't maybe get a Scotty.
Yeah.
And, you know, we know from the nerfs, like, he's just not as effective. It's not like straight to Roche once you get that Mask of Madness and you have your Quelling Blade because it works on Roche. That's just not a thing anymore, so... His playstyle has changed a bit, but the build-up is the same.
Yeah, the playstyle is definitely a little bit different now. You're right.
Well, he's probably going to be able to take this out pretty quickly here as well. Lion's going to come in, drop an Earth Spike. No mana for Blade Fury. Just going to be able to continue to hit away at these creeps here in the jungle. Looks like the rotation for Brax hits with the Walrus Punch, getting slowed down a little bit, turnaround Meld Strike, keeping a little bit of separation there. Wasn't able to get the Sigil, but continuing to get the last hits. TA looking strong.
Brax was kind of getting dumpstered for a little bit there in the beginning, but he's doing really well now. He's, I think, actually very close to the Juggernaut in the net worth, beating the SF now.
Do end up losing the tower, which is pretty solid. Taking that on out as the Radiant up in the top lane.
He also has traps on a bunch of these camps to make it harder for the Shadow Fiend to go take a stack.
SVG is going to get his level 6 bottom lane in just a second. He's got it now. That's a finger.
It's time to kill someone.
He's got a smoke already.
Murder.
It's time to kill. Murder, death,
Murder.
kill. Murder, death, kill. MDK.
Hi,
I'm here.
So awkward.
Tusk is like, what was that?
The half-second manage range just to be like, hey.
He's like, I just need that little bit of mana for a stun and a finger. Boom!
Nicely done.
Oh my god.
Really well played there.
What a weird little pickoff that was.
It was ever so slightly clunky, but ends up working. In
The really good thing about for C9 in this game is Brax is controlling the jungles, so the Shadow Fiend's really not getting any farm.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job of making sure that he at least has vision on whenever there are going to be stacks to be taken. And I've seen him rotate through the jungle a couple times, just make sure that nothing's a little bit too weird. DD Rune as well. He's going to stick around for a second, but needs to make his escape.
Yeah, 'cause they're coming in from behind. Snowball, though. Ice Blast. Uppercut holds him there. He is dead. Dead, dead, dead. 4 on 1.
Space created, maybe? I don't know. I still think that he was the second highest in the net worth. That's 1,000 gold swing right there.
Yep.
Pretty huge.
Pretty big, but that does, of course, open up bottom lane more for this Jug. Continues to farm up. Already has nearly 1k saves.
He has Omni again, so they need to be careful.
He'll probably wait to get level 2 if preferred.
He's going to get this tower, I think, though. I mean, there's not really...
Secret
What's
shot.
happening? Oh,
Radiant.
man. MSS caught out here from Stinger. Gotta have to commit the wall for it. He's going to snowball back through it.
Rest in pieces.
MSS. Nope, but they got a grave. No!
Theben.
He gets bumped back from the charge of Mystico, and he's not going to be able to get it off, but they will get at least a return kill on the Stinger. Now Mason's here. He's ready to party.
Charging one.
No mana for Omni. But he might be able to charge it. No. Ho, Mystico, see you later. Makes it away.
Mason.
Did I say Mason again?
Yeah.
I really should just stay in one
One of
game.
them's brown, one of them's not brown.
Well, I can't see that, Greg.
I mean, that's the big difference. Should be pretty
You know
easy
what would
to
help? If
straight.
maybe they use their actual name. That would be not Misaki Ayuzama. I mean, I see the M also. It probably makes me, oh, Mason. But
Okay, you're right.
neither of them. Though.
Yeah, you're actually on point
Android
with that one.
18
Well
and
played.
some garbage.
It's actually totally his fault. That's funny.
Jeez. So TA now does have 1,300 gold in the bank. Can go for a lot of different things at this point in time and has a 3-stack on the Ancients, so should get a pretty nice gold infusion here. If they want to, this is actually probably pretty close to a Blink Dagger, but I feel like it might be more worth it to go for that Dazzle. Oh, Deso. Thought there was something going on in the mid lane.
Almost. They smoke now. It was near a trap. Was it close enough to the trap? Well, they attacked it now, so Jig is up.
A couple pings coming out. I think they know what's going on here.
Yeah, this is where Cloud9 are going to go into a more defensive position.
Yeah.
They
Can't really take the risk.
Chilling touches down as well. There's a lot of potential here. Actually, Cloud9 might be in some trouble. No, not going to be able to get it. Sigil gets vision. There's the Omni Slash out as well. Is going to be able to cancel the Requiem.
Oh,
one
they got
time.
him.
Nicely done. Requiem comes out in the end from the death of the Shadow Fiend. Brax dropping low as well. Turn around one more time on top of the Shadow Fiend.
Oh, they're going to shatter apart. That was a big Ice Blast to lead it in. Now a huge Sonic Wave. Mystico is going to go down to the wall, and, well, at least the Ice Blast is only level 1. Brax is going to be fine, and The rest of the Elite Wolves are going to have to scrap away with what they got. What's it end up with? A bit of an even split, a core and a support apiece.
2-2. Brax almost caught the Queen of Pain there, but with the blink, he was never going to have it.
Probably a slight nod for Elite Wolves because they did have the lower net worth coming into this exchange, and they ended up walking away with the bigger gold exchange.
That was also Juggernaut's first death, which is pretty huge, and that was at the start of the fight, so he didn't get any of the bonus EXP from it at all. So pretty nice there. I think Elite Wolves need to have something else like that happen again. They're certainly not crazy far behind. I mean, it's 4K net worth right now. It's not the best, but...
It's not that bad. Well, looks like Ritsu's going to be getting charged here. Van does not have ulti, so...
Oh, snowball into Brax while he's trying to do these Ancients.
Spirit Breaker's coming in on bot now. He is actually going to commit to this charge, despite not having ult. Yeah, he has to stop.
Baiting out the Blade Fury. Easy.
Easy baited Blade.
A lot of Dire wards over here near the Ancients. They're actually really good vision by the Dire. They have a lot of really great wards.
Not really surprised. Cloud9 with their TA probably would love to be able to creep in and do the Roche Medallion Dazzle on top of it. I mean, just Cloud9 simply need to take a decent fight, and then the Roche is there.
Yeah, they need to kill the AA, I think, is a big part of it, because obviously you just don't want to be rushing if there's an Ice Blast.
So Tusk is sitting here by the Ancients just waiting for TA to come back and try and initiate onto her. But it doesn't look like she's going to be coming back all that quickly. She does have her Blink Dagger now as well in the base. And also they dropped down the Sentry Ward to make sure that they were...
At some point you just have to be like, the jig is up, and I think that Tusk has realized it's time.
Tusk thinks that him and Spearbreaker are going to be able to get the jump on the Brax, but he might run through a couple of people along the way, and there he will be spotted. Charge will have to be canceled.
So Shadow Fiend picks up the mechanism. This is going to allow the Wolves to group a little bit better and to push towers as a team with the mechanism. I think they'll probably be looking to fight here in the next couple, probably very soon. Ulti is coming up for Quap. They have all their ultis. They just got the mechanism. I think they probably fight now. They're going to group up. Probably try to push
Tusk.
Stinger.
Unless Stinger gets wrecked.
Ice Blast is an air ball. Turn back for Mason, but Stinger's going to be the one who's stunned up and slashed apart.
Nicely done.
They probably can't push now, unfortunately.
That's the other problem as well with the mechanism, is that if you do end up falling behind with it, it's really, really ineffectual.
It's horrible. I mean, really, the mech is an item that lets you put on pressure on Shadow Fiend. That's really what you should think of it as. It's just an item that lets you apply pressure, and if you're not applying pressure, it's not nearly as good.
Fortunately, seems to be kind of the trend for the Elite Wolves, because it started out with an aggressive kind of offlane setup that was not able to punish or stop the Jug from farming at all. And now they itemize in a sense where they're hoping to get their next big strategy underway, and that's not seeming to be working for them. Now they're going to go for a smoke, it looks like. Maybe? Nope, just bottle sharing. There's the smoke. Okay.
Yep.
This time no trap. And Misko's like, screw your smoke, I'm charging mid.
Ooh, nice blink back.
And Brax is like, not having it. But that might have been a distraction. All the meanwhile, the rest of the Elite Wolves trying to creep around the corner.
I don't think this AA can afford to keep whiffing these Ice Blasts like that.
Big stack farm here. Smash moves in. Big raise. Steven's able to get off the grave. He's looking to walk away from this one. Follow-ups charge from Mr. Cohen.
This guy's getting
Going to
wrecked.
take down two. Big Sonic Wave helps lead to two supports going down.
They just got really out of position in that fight.
Yeah, you saw that. It was able to catch out the Dazzle as they were running towards the Lion. Towards the Lion. Take the both out, two of the squishy supports. And at the end of the day, you can't really fight into that. Now they're going to be able to move on into here and potentially...
I don't think they can take Rush.
I thought about it. Yeah, it's not going to be able to happen, unfortunately.
Darkseer, Brax plus Omni, it's a little bit sketchy.
Looks like they're going to try and go for the
Is
TA.
he level 11 yet? Yes, he is. So level 2 Omni slash for Juggernaut.
We'll take his business to the top lane, and SMY seems to be the build-up for him. We'll just continue to split that pressure. Anything to keep the Elite Wolves away from that Roche area is fine by them.
What do you think about this ultimate orb on Quap?
Oh, I think it's wonderful.
Okay. Cool.
Wonderful item.
I think it's going to be a Hex or a Lincoln's.
I think it could go either way.
Lincoln's is good for Omni, and anything Lion has to put out, but could be easily popped from Lion. So
I think I would much rather have this be a Sheepstick.
I guess also you can get the jump onto Jug with that as well.
Yeah.
It's just pretty helpful.
Yeah, I really like Sheepstick on Quap. If you're not going to go Ags, Hex is a really good initiating item.
Tower and deny range.
Yeah, they're going to get it here. Cloud9 don't want to risk anything, and
Elite Wolves are actually impressing me quite a bit. I mean, they beat HCWP 2-0, and they're definitely they're playing well this game. You know, I think they're probably behind Paramount.
But Greg, that seems to always be the factor with this team. Even when they were not today, it's like, oh, this is it. They're the team outside of EG. They even showed it in that run at Summit 3. They took EG the full 3-game stretch. They were the second team to be able to qualify at the time. But unfortunately, they did underperform at that summit and then after at the TI qualifier. So they always show this great potential, and then when it matters,
might actually be in trouble here.
he's
totally
done.
Dead.
Boom! Ice Blast is even going to be on top. He does get a vacuum. Iron Shell.
Nope.
Iron Shell's doing a lot of damage to them.
Yeah, Iron Shell is no joke. 90 damage a second now, I think. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. Yeah, it's 90 damage a second. That's crazy.
Tusk is still smoked up, but he's just going to be walking on back. And it looks like after that gank,
Brax is in quite deep. He does have a lot of support, though.
Nah, he's not going to get caught out.
I'm more worried about one of the supports getting bashed on the way by or something.
SVG almost has a Blade Dagger on his Lion.
Yeah, he's actually very close. That's going to be really nice, because then you have the instant initiation again.
oh god, finger
Wow.
everything. Tusk explodes.
Bye.
Is that actually worth it? I think it probably is. But the problem now is that they still have the SF and the Quap, and now they don't have access to Finger to kill one of them.
Well, and you did get the blink onto the Lion now, which is pretty helpful.
That's true, yeah. Now they can just initiate with Blink Hex, and that's very, very strong.
Well, that's the turnaround, the ability to jump on top of the Quap before she jumps on top of you. Does look like we're going to see a charge down bottom.
They're going for the dazzle. Can they get him? Misako moves in, gets the bump. There's a Sonic Wave, and T-Bin's dead.
Grave, they're looking
Mason,
for
though, charging in ferociously. And he gets the kill. Mystico going to be going down. Good Omni catch. Sorry, I love to do sound effects when they fight.
No, he was laughing at your mate. You called him Mason again.
I call him Mason again? Oh, my God. Thank God I don't have to put in chips every time. I'm sorry.
5 times you call him Mason. Chat's going ham. Get him, boys.
My bad. Mikashi Azua Osu Dragon Ball, whatever, you know. Uh-oh, Masoku's in trouble.
Well,
and Brax gets Mason down.
bottom lane.
Oh, God, you just said Mason again!
I was kidding. That one was a joke.
God.
God damn it, Gerg.
Meanwhile, Queen of Pain almost gets taken out.
If everybody's
Finger
Mason,
was
no one's
used.
Mason. Oh, Brax gets trapped. Vacuum wall, though, from MSS. Oh, a Requiem on the return from Smash. The Death Requiem almost enough to finish off Brax, but they got the secure grave, and they're going to be walking away with 2 down all day.
This is actually a legit game. This is freaking awesome here.
So legit.
4,000 gold lead
Sorry.
into the favor of Cloud9. Looks like SVG wants to get the jump here on top of this Spearburger. Needs one more to make it happen. Juggernaut's coming over in the area. Mr. Ritsu.
He said Mason wrong, dude.
Did he really?
No, he didn't say it. God.
There's so many M names here, so you might as well.
He is going to be trying to Ancient right now, and looks like he's going to be just fine thanks to the help of that Mask of Madness.
Yeah.
Up in the jungle, SVG is getting charged. There's also an Ice Blast coming in here. And nope.
Yes.
Nope. I feel like he's hit like 2 of those and missed like 10.
Well, the thing, he only needs to hit the like really huge ones, but if he misses those ones, like,
Yeah.
like in the middle of the
I mean,
team
I agree.
fight,
That's pretty important.
like that one, I don't think they're going to be able to get the kill if they hit it still, probably.
But the nice thing is that sometimes
this
you
desk
do.
is getting very unsafe.
Sometimes
this is
you-
not a safe space anymore.
Oh.
Oh, Brax.
Brax in trouble.
Hexed up.
Here comes
Ritsu.
Ritsu. Actually, almost said it again. God damn it.
Spearbreaker dropping low. TA gets the kill. Making it happen.
C9 got a couple minor victories here in the last couple minutes.
It's good enough, though. Gets him into the pit where they already have a medallion. They got
And a
Brax with
Desolator.
DD and a Deso.
Yeah.
And Mason chomping at it. God, you got to be kidding me. I'm never saying it again.
I think that this might be the comeback. Oh, A blast coming
This is
in.
my way back into the chip game.
It's on
I'm just going to bait you.
I'm going to say Jug. Jug forever.
Jug forever.
Oh my!
Mason is doing it.
Stop saying his name. I'm just gonna keep saying it.
If you guys want to know more about Mason, he's on BTS 2. They won their first game.
Oh,
Okay,
there you
good
go.
for them.
Void Boys. Second one is. God. So the second game is underway now.
Braxton a little bit of trouble. Oh, nice blink away there
No,
at the
he's
end,
out.
but he is get sheep stick still.
Oh yeah, there's that sheep. Roll forward, uppercut, and Brax to go down. Oh, can he get a kill?
He got him!
All right,
Aegis
get something
here.
for it.
Where's the Requiem?
Boom! Boom!
Wow, that was perfect timing.
Very nicely done.
John Cena.
Didn't
Oh.
have time to blink out.
Jump forward. Another
Dang
finger
it.
down on top of Wolves. Taking
You're
the amount of
actually
damage.
throwing
SVG falling.
so hard right
Vacuum
now.
Oh.
wall one more time again. MSS might be able to make his way out of here. Dagger Burn is probably going to end up killing him. Does end up getting the kill. Now we've got the Sheepstick immediately onto the Juggernaut. No anything used at all. He is just getting torn apart, doing a lot of damage to Spirit Breaker. That's going to be a getaway one time. Shadow Fiend Illusions.
Everyone from Cloud9 is dead.
Cloud9 just got
Oh
wiped.
my goodness. Fight recap. 3,000 gold swing.
All
4,000
starts.
EXP.
With that Brax takedown.
Very strong.
Elite Wolves are playing so well.
They really are.
Smash has a Mantis style. I guess that's... I actually kind of like that, only for this part. He can just push towers all by himself.
Well, the other thing is soaking up that Omni Slash, which is so
That's
huge.
true, yep. That's true.
You're going to be able to stay alive a little bit longer, hopefully, and we'll see. The Queen of Pain Sheepstick, though, did a lot of work in that last engagement. The ability to immediately get the sheep down on top of the jug so that way he wasn't able to get taken out right at the start, really huge. Now the mech isn't
Well,
looking
they're actually going to go on a Smash here. They need to stun him, though. Nope, he got the Invis rune.
Yeah. Oh, too bad.
Glimmer Cape for the Tusk. He's had that for quite a bit.
And now we have an even game on our hands,
This
gentlemen.
game is really close.
Back to even here. 15-14 net worth. About to go square even. Same with the XP.
So if this game goes really late, who do you guys favor? Goes to like 45, 50 minutes.
The Jug versus Shadow Fiend. Plus, you got TA.
TA, I think, is actually the...
Yeah.
Well, but they do have a Quap who already has a Hex. Plus, eventually you have to imagine this AA will get an Aghanims, which is huge. I mean, Aghanim's AA, I think, is probably one of the best scaling supports in the game. I mean, it's just incredibly strong. The 17-second, no heal, makes it really hard to push, makes it really hard to fight, makes it really hard to roast. You really can't do anything if you get hit by that thing.
The one thing I'll say here is that, you know, you have to think all of these heroes scale really great into the late game. I'm wondering if this might be the one, because it doesn't seem like, I mean, there's still tier 1 towers up for the Radiant. You've got all 3 tier 2 towers up for the Dire. I'm wondering if we might even end up getting to a late stage game where, you know, you see a line with an Aghanims in conjunction with a Vacuum. Like, there's a potential there for some big plays. This might be one of the few games where you end up seeing a Lion go for an Ags eventually, if it does go that late.
We'll see as Cloud9 start creeping in to the Ancient Camp, which was already done. Take this moment to plant a ward on the high ground, which is going to be spotted from a sentry if Elite Wolves do come back in the area. Oh, no. They actually plant their own sentry, and they're going to get rid of it. All right.
That
Cloud9
A
creep
is going to
back.
be huge with the Ags when he gets it eventually.
Elite
Yeah,
Wolves,
I mean, it takes a while, but he'll get it eventually. He'll find a side lane to farm, get a component, then he'll find another side lane to farm, get a component, then maybe they'll win a team fight and he'll have it.
Right.
Elite Wolves know, though, that they've gotten this game back even, and they want to nurse it. Not risking getting caught out at that moment. They want to seize the opportunity to keep farming up.
So it looks like Van is going to be going for what I can only assume is a BKB. So he's not getting Ags this game. That's the notable thing. I think Ags is really good, but if you don't get it as like a first item, I don't actually like it very much. So
No, yeah, you get it. You get it when it's at its peak.
yeah,
When you can get the most
get it early.
that
Use
cooldown.
it early in those fights. You know, if you get it early, and you can use it in every fight. You can win every fight. Got some packet loss here. Obviously, Elite Wolves are from Peru, so not the best internet infrastructure, to put it lightly.
And they're playing on a handicap.
So,
Uh-oh. Hey, he's gone.
rip. He's probably just gonna try to DC and reconnect.
Yeah. The Crimson Guard was picked up by a Spirit Breaker. We didn't mention this earlier, but he did pick up that Vanguard a little while ago.
Yeah, what kind of damage is that going to help mitigate there? Guess it helps with Omni Slash a little, but
Yeah, there's not a lot. I guess just more right clicks. A lot of the damage coming out is from right clicks, besides like the lion finger and vacuum. Well, I guess vacuum wall is probably a pretty other big one in terms of the illusion damage after the fact. Is something to think about there as well.
After a vacuum, everyone's probably going to be eating some sweet side blades, so you're going to need probably some help just getting everyone that extra utility.
Still paused up, just
Really?
waiting for him to come back. We'll get there.
Thanks, Obvious.
We'll get there eventually. You're getting
How
snappy.
are we in BKB timing, though? Brax just get that BKB?
Yes.
Okay. 10 seconds there. Jug is going old school, man. He's getting a Scotty.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty solid. I mean, extra damage, extra attack speed, extra armor. It's just an all-around pretty great stat item. And while you don't always see that type of item built up on... I still think it's pretty popular on occasion. Sanjin Yashi into it. Mask of Madness is there as well. I wonder at what point... Like, when is it that you want to switch over from the Juggernaut having the Mask of Madness to building up into something more expensive like a Satanic? Or is it worth it to keep that attack speed as the massive DPS bonus that you get from the Juggernaut?
Yeah. It's hard to say if they're going to... Or you can go down the road of getting, like, a butterfly.
Yeah.
I guess it's just kind of doing your best to read your opponent and how the game is going. Whether you can put more on trying to close the game out with that huge right click and falling back on something like evasion, or if he does need to tank up a bit further. But after a Scotty build up, I don't think getting more stats and durability is really necessary. He will have to go into more damage.
Yeah.
To not put that soul damage output on just Brax.
Right.
Where did Spearbreaker get this Crimson Guard from? Did we ever actually see him with a Vanguard?
He got one a little while
He
ago.
just got it, I know, but
He was at the top tier 2 tower about 5 minutes ago, I think he got it, but it was right right before the huge fight.
He got the farm to like get it. I guess he's been involved in a lot of kills.
And that's all he has.
11
much.
out of the 14 kills.
He didn't go for like Earn or anything else like that. It is a pretty expensive item though.
It's really good against this lineup though. I mean, TA, Jug, obviously both interested in right clicking, so I like it.
Smashes me, Pastor.
Yay.
Smashes me, Pastor.
Oh, it's lovely. Oh, take a look at Desert right now up close and personal.
Oh, it's like that AFK like idle position.
It's like it's its own death ward.
It's like balancing act.
Some
I love when you like
physics.
if you move the camera and his mouth like wigs out. Ready?
Occasionally they blink, which is terrifying to me when it pauses.
He's
I don't see it this time though.
Is this really happening?
I think so.
How long have you been casting for again? Since 8 a.m.?
How many pauses have I wasted my life with?
That's a good point.
Dude,
All right.
pauses are actually... There's no bigger momentum killer for a caster than just a
Go to Lion. real
nice
quick.
girthy
Another one.
pause, you know?
Lion.
Mr. Lion. Now take a look at his face. Is he blinking for you too?
Yep.
Oh,
he
God.
blinks.
That's
I don't like pauses either.
I don't like
I hate pauses.
The Lionizer. I can't do that voice at all. That was terrible. Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
he's back.
He's back.
Hey! We have any of those like confetti
Lion's
cannons? we can
nipples
shoot?
are all messed up. You seen this? Look at this nipple. It's way off to the side. What is that?
It's actually so far to the right.
Yeah, it's
Oh
like-
my God!
Why is it so off?
Oh man.
He's back. We're ready to go. It's Dota.
Oh Jesus, that's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
All right. Back into the groove here. It was Elite Wolves. Took a big fight, a wipe even, of Cloud9. Got this game right back even. And look at this. They're not hesitating too much on not going to go for Jug.
Probably a smart decision. It's a little bit too deep there. And the tier 1s are still up. I mentioned that earlier. I mean, I guess it's not that late into the game. It's felt like it's been going for a cool minute now, though. I guess we're around 29 kills at 28 minutes. It's pretty decent. Good action-packed game so far, relatively speaking.
I could use a little bit more action, though.
Yeah.
Not going to lie, Gabe.
Okay.
I would love a little bit more. but
That's
it's
fair
okay. It's a very important series for a very important tournament.
That's true.
Yep.
Okay, here comes Mystico. He's
I
ferociously
feel like he
charging.
hasn't had a lot of success with these charges.
I mean,
They just,
it's
I mean,
pretty
C9 have
obvious.
so many wards in the middle of the map
They gotta get a gem.
that it's actually really hard for the Spirit Breaker to make it across the river without them seeing.
Gotta take those
So-
baby steps. You gotta first take back control of the map, get a gem, remove those wards so that when you do charge in, it's actually a charge from the darkness and not, hi everyone, I'm coming.
Yep.
Cloud9 were moving over to defend that one. They TP'd in the Lion, but they saw the DD up on the Shadow Fiend and opted to back on out, I think. They might have seen it a little bit earlier based off of this ward in the mid lane for the Radiant.
They have to know these wards are there with how people have been backing up from these charges. I'll expect them to de-ward them soon.
It's taking a long time for Masoku to find farm to get this Agni
Yeah, he
Scepter.
hasn't really found a side lane to farm because
He's only held the one component.
The SF has been taking a lot of the farm, and
Yeah.
the Quap is so mobile that,
It's like bottleneck through the whole team.
yeah.
Quap and SF, like, this is our farm now.
Well, and you haven't really seen either side deny the farm to the enemy team that much either.
Yeah.
5-man movement actually bottom for the Radiant. They're not smoked up, but they are looking to put some pressure on the tower here. Roshan's going to be up eventually, but not at the moment.
Same thing
It's
up
been-
top as well. Pushing out this other tower here, so tier 1 for potentially a tier 2. I think they can get back and defend tier 2 if they really want to.
We'll see here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, this
9. Oh,
tower's
this
top
tier
is
2
just
is
dead.
actually already dead.
And the top tower is already dead. I think they're going to get the tier 2 bot. Desolator just makes such short
Oh,
work
yeah.
of these buildings.
Yeah.
So they trade a tier 1 for a tier 2. And I think more importantly, they cut off a little bit of Roshan access.
Mm.
So maybe C9 will actually get an opportunity to cleanly take this next Rosh as well.
This could be big right here. All 4
If they
heroes are
kill
still
Ritsu
in the
top.
area.
Uh-oh, they move in. Ritsu's in trouble. Sonic Wave.
Got him. That's
Dug
actually
down.
That's a big kill. He has no buyback.
And this also eliminated the backdoor protection for a second of this tower.
This ice blast. That's like the slow poke. The slow
Where the
poke
hell?
Ice blast. Like 10 minutes later.
Guys, I'm here.
He was so far across the map. He should have shot that like 10 minutes ago. But he actually is going to get some farm right now, which is nice because he's all alone in the bottom lane.
That was actually huge. About 2,000 or so gold swing in the course of those couple of minutes. They're getting the kill in the jug and immediately taking the tower.
And it's not like Cloud9 were getting
Yeah, they
other
got the
things
tier
done
2 as well.
while
That's
losing it.
actually really good movement by Elite Wolves. Really nice, like fake back, I guess you call it.
And the smoke forward again. And they are going to be able to at least do a good amount of damage to this tower. Shadow Fiend and all the rest of them hanging out in the area. Still, A is on the other side of the map, just tossing out these ice blasts.
Here
and
it
then one
comes!
Coming in. This
Look
actually could
out!
be pretty important. Oh,
No luck for you.
The wards are just...
I think it was
the
the
vision is just OP from C9 in this game.
it was going past the tier 2 tower, so they ended up spotting it.
Yeah.
So potential there.
Mike, pull it together there. Greg.
Mike is a mess. We're good now. My life is a mess. Crumbling. Damn it.
Scotty up on the Shadow Fiend as well. He's really going to start being this absolute ball of madness
So
coming out.
he has Scotty Manta Mech. We look at the Jug, who is still working towards that Scotty after being brought down, but a SMY Mask of Madness here. They're close on net worth, but it's Smash who continues to pull out a little further ahead now.
And Roche back up as well. They can potentially... Oh, it's so hard to take this one right now. I mean, you've got Vacuum Wall that you're going to have to fight into as well with the mechanism up there as well. They're going to smoke and try and push and see if they can actually contest this or at least find out Elite Wolves in their jungle potentially.
If you look at their vision, they just got a hold of C9's wards. But they're thinking that they can move in and get it done fast. And I would agree, but look who's already on the prowl back in.
Oh my god.
Elite
Why is the
Wolves.
AA needs to be further away?
Smoked
Thank you.
up.
Run the
They're
other
going to
way.
go right for MSS. Now Roche will go down. That's an Aegis going to be snagged up from the TA. Van, focus fired there. Omni Slash is going to take him apart. MSS will be buying back, and so will the Queen of Pain. And now it's C9 on the run. Look at this. They're going to catch Steven on the backside. He goes down. Beautiful block of the shards
Oh,
comes
really,
through.
really nice
and Stinger
charge.
moves right on in. And now they look to isolate Brax. Big vacuum wall from MSS on the high ground, though. And the Requiem's going to fly out, though, from Smash. That means they're going to be able to secure additional damage. Can Ritsu make it away? Brax jumps in. They get the committed kill. That's a dieback for Van. Now Smash. The last real right click here for Elite Wolves. And they do not want to pursue.
Can't believe that fight went so badly for Wolves. I feel like it started off really well, but Well, I guess there was a buyback from the Darkseer.
At the end of the day, it was a dieback on the Queen of Pain, though. So
Yeah.
that's pretty huge. I mean, 64 seconds, not going to be able to do a ton beyond just probably push out these lanes, I would imagine. Although, they're going over towards the bottom. Yeah, they're just going to try and push them out. Make sure that they stay off their towers for a little bit.
I just feel like the biggest thing is the TA and the Jug didn't die, so it's just a huge advantage for C9.
Right.
Yeah, but the Aegis was used.
This is going to be Scotty being brought out right now, as well as 1,800 gold on top of it for Jug.
Yeah, that's not good.
He's in a really good spot right now.
Not good for Elite Wolves, that's for sure.
He caught back up with them, and Jug, once you end up getting this type of farm, just becomes really difficult to deal with, particularly when you have, I mean, Shadow Fiend, while he is pretty tanky and does have the mechanism as well, if you've got TA in there with the Deso going down, if you've got the Dazzle Weave going out as well, he's going to fall pretty quickly here. I mean, I guess he has 23 armor. It's a tough one.
That was a really nice buyback by MSS.
Mm-hmm.
Gets all the way back to the fight, drops down the vacuum wall.
Makes you wonder if it would have been a bit different if Elite Wolves decided to make the jump into the pit.
Well, the other thing is that the freaking AA shot the Ice Blast at 1 hero instead of 4. He shot it at the hero that was on the ramp to the Radiant Jungle, not into the pit.
It's been a hard game for Masoku.
He's
okay?
had a really rough game.
It's not one to shoot free throws. Definitely has been off on his shot a bit.
A little bit. A little rough. A little Shacktastic.
MSS pushes back up top. Looks like he's going to build up into a Shivas here. Will help with that crazy right click coming out from Smash. And a Daedalus now complete on Brax. Crit damage.
Yeah, Brax is getting very, very large. I feel like this game is quickly tilting into the favor of C9.
It's definitely back their way, but I'm still not convinced. It's C9 all the way at this point.
No, definitely not. I mean, with the team fight that Elite Wolves have with Ice Blast, you can never truly count them out. But to be honest, I'm not convinced in this A. It does not have the best track record yet this game.
All it takes is one.
All it takes is one, that's true. Especially when
believe.
they're this close to the base.
Yeah.
But Ritsu has a lot of HP now.
Early deep weave.
Oh,
Smash. Manta's away the Omni Slash, so it's not going to be very effective from Ritsu. They're going to pop the Crimson Guard. There's a vacuum into the wall. Mystico in big trouble. Will go down. Smash is going to be popping off the Requiem here. They're going to take out both supports from Cloud9.
Brax is still very
Brax is in trouble. He gets hexed up, and he is going to drop in. Of all the people to get it, Masoku with a double kill.
They have no buyback.
Oh,
Rax.
man. Here comes Elite Wolves now.
They're losing 2 Raxes right here.
And Jug doesn't have Omni either. This is really, really
They're definitely going to lose
disastrous.
2 Raxes here, right?
I think so. 4 heroes dead for
TA's
only one
dead for
Spear Breaker.
70 seconds.
It's just Ritsu.
And that's most... I mean, Ritsu has some damage, but TA has the physical burst damage.
He's had enough. He's going to farm Ancients.
Yeah, I mean, he can't... You don't want to be involved in this, because if you die too, then they might just go, like, tier 4s and something crazy.
Smash are going to work on the mid lane here, but
Yeah, they know.
bottom
that.
rack's going to be going
I
down.
can't believe that none of them have buyback.
That's going to be really rough.
That Daedalus
Okay,
purchase.
the Juggernaut has buyback, but that's
Elite
not helpful.
Wolves looking strong, able to make this happen. That one team fight, talked about it.
Wow.
AA, he got a pretty good ice path, or ice blast off there.
Yep.
Able to make
And he's
it
got
happen.
his Agnums because of that double kill.
To be honest, this has pretty big implications for the rest of the group, too, because... I mean, if C9 don't do that well, it
This
kinda
is...
opens it up.
It feels like the match we just saw. Now, do you think Elite Wolves... I mean, Elite Wolves are showing that they are a top contender
yeah, they're
here.
Pretty good. I mean,
but,
they actually dumpstered High Council. Like, both games were like 25 minutes.
but are they good enough to give this Cloud9 team this much trouble? I figure Cloud9 are coming in as one of the best.
I mean, they just lost the Rax and a half. That... Or, well, two melee Raxes. That's
Really
still a lot,
impressive.
though.
And a lot of damage onto the range ones, too. So
Yeah,
that's going to be
not
going to
regen. The creeps are eventually going to get back there, hit them more. Like, this is really... This game is definitely a lot harder now for C9, especially because... I mean, they have okay, like, clear of creeps, but, you know, there's no cleave on the Juggernaut, so there's no, like, anti-mage level of, like, creep pushing and stuff like that. So, I don't know, this game... I'm very surprised by how this game is turning out, but it's been enjoyable. It's been really close the whole time.
Definitely. No Aegis still back up, but the other thing here is that the Tusk is built into a Talisman of Evasion This could certainly be into a halberd, potentially trying to mess around a little bit more with the jug.
Yeah, I would say it's probably going to be.
He hasn't gone a
definitely
BKB.
halberd. I mean, it's really getting.
You don't think it's just an early value talisman for an eventual Solar Crest, maybe?
It could be. Isn't that
It could be a Solar Crest, but I think halberd is probably better at this point in the game.
looking up top lane? Keeping a little bit of separation off to the side there.
Oh, they're going to go for a catch. They actually blocked up SVG, but they don't see him. But as soon as he
Nice
comes out from the
hex.
dark, he's going to get a quick hex. Now he's the one sheeped up, but he's got
Good
that
surge,
haste.
too.
He's running.
Hey,
Oh,
blast.
fast feet's not going to be enough to get him away from trouble, though.
AA misses again. Gets the only like.
he got that kill,
irrelevant
though.
Target, yeah.
Killing spree, though, for your AA.
Oh man,
Making it happen.
that's still one hero down when they're pushing high ground. Nothing to joke around with. Bottom lane is already pushing in. Mid lane is quite far away, but bottom lane is pushing. So they've got two opposite ends of the base potentially at risk here. C9 really need to pull something out in this fight, otherwise they're just gonna lose.
Big
And the
vacuum wall or something, but Van is parked on the side waiting. As
This
a
is
TA.
now. Well, the thing is, the line is dead, so even if they vacuum wall, they don't have a big follow.
They're going in. Van makes a jump back in the back lines here, and it's going to force Ritsu to go into an Omni Slash and Snowball, helping to
Nothing
mitigate the
happened.
damage. Teeban barely alive, still able to hold on. Big Requiem from Smash. Quickly takes out Brax. There goes MSS.
They won.
Cloud9 going
GG
down.
ends up
Elite
getting
Wolves are going to take
called.
game number 1 on the back of a wipe. Well
Wow.
played.
Wow. That
Really
is
well played.
crazy.
Well,
So what group is going to be the hard group now? I don't know. These teams all given the, I don't know, the teams that were coming in as heavy favorites a run for their money.
absolutely. Really
I
solid
can't believe
play.
they lost that. I like just when I wanted in here, I was like, they're just gonna dumpster them, and they Elite Wolves played really well. That wasn't like a cheesy game, like
No.
nothing really weird. They just beat them.
The other thing as well was that it wasn't necessarily like them trying to all in at any given point in time. Even when they ended up taking the double racks, they backed on off.
Yep.
They made
Yeah.
sure that they were going to be able to reinitiate once they had all their team fight ultis up, once they were all ready with their spells. And they're just showing great patience, great resolve.
Great
awesome.
discipline. Very,
Definitely.
very, very
I
good.
mean, maybe you could
Elite
say that.
discipline.
Oh God. maybe maybe you're not happy with the Dazzle performance. I mean, I don't know, man. I felt like Ritsu got enough farm, but maybe Jug is just not as good as he used to be. The Omni Slash at that last fight did feel very underwhelming. He
the last
omnied
two
and, like,
fights, 2 or 3 fights. I'd
basically
say.
nothing happened.
The Manta.
They were
the
just easily
Manta.
mitigated by the Manta, by the Crimson Guard, by the fact that they were all just had so much life and they were
Yeah,
not splitting
honestly,
apart.
We were talking about Sven. I think if that was a Sven, they would have won that game, because MSS had some amazing vacuums, and a couple one crit through that whole thing would have almost killed a lot of the heroes on the dire side. But
Who knows? Maybe their last Sven game kind of threw them off a bit.
yeah, I mean
Potentially.
that's true. They did just lose. Yeah.
I don't think you can blame it all on the draft either, though. I think that Elite Wolves
Or did they win that game?
really
I don't
brought it
Oh, yeah.
out. It was. I mean, I think that if it might have been a little bit more favored, but still really, really solid performance.
Can we see some groups? I'm curious now
Yeah.
what team is coming out
Absolutely.
on top with the end of that wave or heat. Actually, the heat's not over. That was only
No,
game
that was
1.
only-
But
Elite Wolves are destroying.
they're on top of the
They're on
group.
top of the group.
4-1.
They
And this is
2-0'd
supposed to be their toughest
they
test
2-0'd
in
High
this
Council,
group.
who's a good team in the group. They
Yeah.
just beat C9.